This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
And you know what? I'm glad I brought it up now, because there's a soundbite we got today from Antione Walker. Can you bring up the Antione Walker soundbite? And I'm glad I'm talking about this because we see in The Last Dance MJ's competitive spirit, right? And it's one of those things, the guy wants to win at throwing coins up against the wall, poker, basketball. It doesn't matter what it is. He wants to win at it. He's addicted to winning, right? Well, here's Antione Walker talking about a moment with MJ, and it was gambling, okay? Go ahead, fire it off.
He talked about in The Last Dance about his gambling problem in depth, or his competition problem, as he referred to it. You saw it firsthand. What's your favorite story or memory regarding a competition problem?
Well, it's a lot of those. Obviously, got the basketball, his competitive drive to win, and was second to none. So that's all well documented. I think I could just see it. I mean, obviously, I don't think necessarily he had a gambling problem. He did have a competition problem. Michael was the type of person, if he lose, $100,000, he's not going to stop until he get that $100,000 back. And I've witnessed that several times. Whether he was in a casino, whether we was playing cards, whatever that may be, Michael wants to win, and he's not going to stop until he wins. So Michael was opening a restaurant in the Mohican Sun. We played them in the preseason. This is back, I think, 01, 02, somewhere around there when he came back. And we stayed afterwards. We opened the restaurant. Everything was great. And Michael's gambling, and he's down big. He's down probably $500 to $1 million. And we literally sat there for about 8 hours until he got all the money back. And he just fought by himself. I was just a cheerleader at that point. I was sitting there cheering him on, keeping him up. We drinking coffee. We up through the wee hours of the night and watching an amazing comeback. Not only did he win the bucks, but he also won $1 million. So it was an amazing turn of events. But it was just an example of how competitive he is and his fight and will to win everything. He probably could have took the loss and went upstairs and went to bed, but he just stayed there and was competitive. And we stayed there to probably 7, 8 in the morning. We stayed up all night. But also you got to understand, Michael makes a ton of money, so the numbers are going to be big. So right. You can see him gamble $1 million because he can afford to lose $1 million if that was the case. So I think people sometimes don't understand that. But he has a lot of money, so the numbers are going to be very big. So for the average person, it looks like it's a gambling problem, but no, he's just very competitive.
Now, the interesting part about that story is that Michael has changed the gambling table for the Charlotte Hornets. And he's a terrible owner because they suck every year. I mean, there's no other way to slice it. As great as he was a player, he's that bad of an NBA executive. He does not have an eye for putting together a championship team. He doesn't know how to do it. And it's not like it's not possible, because we've watched Pat Riley turn over the Heat over and over and over and over again. Not win the title every time, but hell, have you ever seen Michael put together a team with like Timmy and Zoe? Just that kind of success.
Not even half of that.
Not even that. You ever seen him, I don't know, Zoe goes down with a kidney ailment, he goes and gets Mason and saves the season?
Does he actually do anything there? Like, really, come to think of it?
Can he put Wade, Lamar, and Butler together at least? No. He certainly can't put Wade and Shaq together. He certainly can't put LeBron, Wade, and Bosh together. And he certainly, obviously, can't even get now Tyler Johnson, Bam, Duncan Robinson, and company together. Jimmy Butler, too. He can't do anything. It's really amazing. Now, here's the nightmare for Hornets fans. He's the guy that will not leave the blackjack table or poker table or whatever it is. What is that? What's that? What's the Asian game? Oh, what that is so popular. Oh, pie gone pie, whatever. I'm mixing it with some kind of pie, huh? Shows you where my mind is. Anyway, Pai Gao, right? Pai Gao or something, whatever. Anyway, whatever game it is, okay? He's the addict that keeps asking for credit, and the casino boss is, okay, you're up to 20 million. No, 1 million more. And they're just watching him gamble his life away. And he won't leave the table. See, that night with Antione Walker, he was able to bounce back and win the money. By the way, for the record, Antione Walker, one of the nicest guys you'll meet. Seriously. Very irresponsible with his money. He did some crazy stuff on his own to bury himself and all that because he has his own gambling issues, by the way. He owed people in Vegas millions of dollars. Okay? But I just want to tell you, Antione Walker, as a person, super cool dude. Super cool dude. I dealt with him only a few times at the Heat because I was kind of already in the transition of becoming a full-time host, and I wasn't a beat guy nearly as much anymore, so I wasn't in the locker rooms anymore as much. And so I got to talk to Walker a few times. I want to say maybe 4 or 5 times in a couple months that I talked to him. I'm in Vegas for a fight. And I come out of the place to get a credential, and I'm walking down this hallway, and Antione comes. He's coming in the other direction, crossing me. He sees me, goes, "Yo, what's up, oh?" First of all, didn't know that he would even know to call me oh. Didn't even expect him to say hi to me. I kind of was going to look at him and nod my head and say, "Hey, what's up?" He actually gave me a hug and all that, and I'm like, wow, I didn't really get to know him that well. But just from the few interactions at the Heat, that guy, okay, oh, I know you, man. You're cool, whatever. And really, really nice guy. So whatever disasters he's had in his life, I just want to tell you that Antione Walker's a nice dude. And so there's a part of me that also says maybe Antione Walker may not want to say a bad story about Michael Jordan. And so he told you a good one. You know what I mean? And plus Antoine's had his nightmares of gambling too. So he's been on the bad end of it. You know what I'm saying? But I just want you to know that he's actually a really cool dude.
Okay, so there is a candy coat here, right? Candy coat?
Maybe.
And they're just drinking coffee till 7 or 8 in the morning.
Okay.
You're sitting in a casino for 8 hours till 7 or 8 in the morning. You're just drinking coffee.
Well, they're having fun, man.